Today's bike of the day is a 2004 Moto Guzzi V11, but it is one of the rarest forms that you will find. This is the Coppa Italia. The Coppa Italia translates to Italian Cup because this bike celebrates Moto Guzzi's win in a national championship. They have something called the Roadster Cup, and as part of that was the Naked Bike Race Championship. And Moto Guzzi entered with the V11, and as you can imagine, based on what we're looking at here, they won. And to celebrate that, they created a limited version, which is what I'm standing behind. The US got, depending on the source, roughly 40 to 47. It seems pretty confident to say less than 50 of these. And they are one of the trickiest examples, or trickiest versions that you'll ever find of a V11. The motor remains the same, about 1,064 cc's, 91 horsepower, obviously very grunty, transverse mounted twin cylinder. It's kind of like a BMW Boxer, but of course if any Guzzi fan heard me say that, they'd get upset. So definitely not the same, but there are some similarities. And I gotta say, it's a really, really fantastic bike. The most obvious visual thing here, of course, is gonna be the paint job. It's got the Italian tricolore of red, white, and green, the white represented by silver. You've got a checkered flag or checkered stripe motif up here, the words Coppa Italia up top. And then beyond the cosmetics, why this thing really stands out to me is going to be the upgrades, the performance, the components. So you see some carbon fiber here. You got the carbon fiber fender up front. You've got this little bikini fairing here. Kind of, I mean, a V11 Sport was available as a naked, just headlight only. They also had the full fairing on some of the models, which people adore. But here you've got this bikini fairing with the matching paint. Again, the carbon fiber front fender, Brembo gold line calipers, Öhlins forks. There's also an Öhlins steering damper down here, and of course, an Öhlins shock with remote adjustment. As I look at the Öhlins shock on this side, I can also point out to you that you've got this side cover here, which says limited edition, and look at these frame plates here in that gorgeous red that matches the paint job. Moto Guzzi also offered a optional $2,000 factory option full titanium exhaust. And as you can see here on the pipes, on the silencers, they say Moto Guzzi accessory. So I guess that's probably a good segue for me to fire this thing up so you can hear it. We've already warmed it up. I love this bike so much. Nice, pleasant, rumbly idle. Of course, you give it a little gas and the whole bike wants to shake. Let's see it. It really sounds good. The owner of this actually found it through a different site that I used to run called Bicurious. He picked this up along with a Guzzi Brian, and unfortunately he's having some back issues, and so he's having us sell this. We may have a buyer who's interested in it pre-auction, but depending on how that goes, you'll see this up on our auction site, or if you're interested yourself, feel free to give us a call or leave a comment in below. It's got 6,339 miles. We just did quite a service on it to make it ready for him before he decided he had to sell. And as a reminder, it sounds fantastic. If you're a Moto Guzzi nut, you can't go wrong with this. It'd be a great way to complement your collection, or frankly, if you just like sort of oddball Italians. Either way, I'm a huge fan. I hope you learned something from this. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments. We'll see you on the next one.